which I disagree with. And he had a hard time trying to defend that.
Yeah.
But at the whole time, it's like,
I had a hard time defending.
I mean, there's shows that depict black women who are in no way, shape, or form poor, but still exhibit like the ghetto chick behaviors. I mean, Atlanta Housewives. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to say more?
Defending my position. Let's make sure we hear this again. I had a hard time defending my position is what he just said. Y'all saw the interview yesterday. I had a hard time defending my position. I did. I was struggling to defend my position. It was me that was stuttering, not him.
I don't need to give someone who's anti-black, anti-woman, anti-whatever, a fucking platform. It's just like, you just do your own shit on your own stuff. And usually these guys' YouTube channels get shut down over this type of shit anyways. Like the Alex Jones types, like
Alex Jones.
Yeah, listen, an Alex Jones interview with Vlad TV would get 100 million views, but I don't want that shit. I don't want someone saying Sandy Hook was all farce.
Yeah,
it was all fake.
I think that's where it's on you to make sure that type of stuff, like even if it's on cutting board, don't even make it out. Like,
right,
but
why even bother? When there's so many more interesting people.
Can someone explain to me why he would be on his show talking to DJ Akademics about me and then arguing with DJ Akademics, trying to convince him there's no reason to talk to me? Why would he be doing that? I want all of y'all to sit here and listen.
If I had to answer that honestly, I think that, again, he's like, I don't know why he's choosing to kiss like Tariq Nasheed's butt, but I'm starting to see like that Vlad TV has been brainwashed by Tariq Nasheed or something, or maybe there was some level of payout that we just aren't aware of. I don't understand that either, because you haven't done anything to him. You were completely respectful to him during that interview. You sat there and took all that stupid crap that just happened. You didn't say, like a lot of people probably would have been like, you know what, Vlad, I don't care if you had anything to do with that or not. I'm out of here, because that was messed up. Like, you shouldn't even have allowed that to even continue as long as it did. I don't like how he's just taken Tariq Nasheed's side so much so that I think that now he's like turning against Tommy without even really getting to know him. You had a 2-hour conversation with him 8 years ago. If I have to be honest, I think it was the fact that he messed with that other big YouTuber. What was his name? Kwame Brown. I think Kwame Brown knew people in higher places that Tommy didn't, and he got his stuff taken down. But that's just my opinion, because like I said, it just seemed like right after he had that big beef with Kwame Brown, that's when all his channels got taken down. And Tommy had multiple channels, but all of a sudden he gets into it with this guy, and then all of it's down. So that's my assumption.
Ask yourself, why would this Jewish man be trying to tell people not to talk to me? Why would this Jew be trying to convince a black person that he shouldn't listen to another black person? Why would this Jew be telling this black guy?
I think it's because he honestly is on Tariq Nasheed's side. I don't think it has anything to do with him being a Jew.
That he shouldn't even be able to do the simple thing which Academic was saying was, you interview someone, you cut the interview however you want. If they said some shit you don't think should be on your channel, you don't put it out there. Yeah, but why interview him at all? This Jew is telling a black person not to interview me at all. Meanwhile, the Jew can interview gang members, drug dealers, rappers who say fuck hoes, fuck bitches. He can interview them. He can interview mobsters and killers. But not me. And he wants to make sure other people don't do it.
People out there to interview. And it's not like this is all you have access to. You got access to 21 Savage. You got access to Kevin Gates. You got,
like, I would love to have that
big
conversation
artists.
with, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have it, like, even about that Atlanta stuff.
Yeah.
And just kind of the role in terms of, like, where he feels his music plays a part in it. And also, him even putting out that message and the reaction to it. I think we have a great conversation about it. But I'll wrap that up with that type of, you know, whether it's an Andrew Tate or Kevin Samuels, that realm. I do have one critique of it, and I think that, you know, it's a little bit. I don't want to say it's necessarily predatory, but I think they put it under the guise of self-improvement, but they don't really try to focus on things that really do help men over time. And helping men over time isn't just fucking chicks.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's also having successful families, building families, you know, raising kids. They just stop at the point where you sleep with a woman. And
that's what I do. That's what I do.
I agree with the DJ Academics. Like, I think it's way more important to build an empire than it is to just sleep with a whole bunch of people. A family may or may not be his desire, but if it is, you should have a wife and you should be able to build with her, like have a home and you know, money, savings and things of that nature. You both should be contributing to that rather than just a woman coming in and spending up all your money. I agree with DJ Academics. It is more than just sleeping with women. With having the whole OnlyFans thing, which I still think is kind of yikes. But that's just, again, my opinion. I don't agree with sleeping with people and putting it on video for monetization or putting it on video for anyone else to see, period. That's just me. I'm a good girl at the end of the day.
I just sit around and talk about sleeping with women. That's what I do.
Obviously, there's a lot of men who, you know, some people call them incels or whatever, who have a problem with, you know, even getting an opportunity to sleep with a woman. So of course they're gonna eat that up because, you know, it's like those.
It makes it feel better.
It's like pickup artists, like PUAs. That was a thing for a while where it's like, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to game a woman on how you could like get her. And I think these dudes, they're watching these guys flaunt money and wealth to say, well, if you're this, you get to treat women like this, but they don't really show the full picture. And I think that's the only problem.
But that ain't all of what DJ Vlad had to say about me, ladies and gentlemen. Not DJ Vlad, but DJ Academics. He didn't stop there. Oh, no. DJ Academics then, for some odd reason, someone I've never talked about, someone I've never said anything bad about, decided to tell people this about me out of nowhere after interviewing with Vlad about me and Vlad telling him that no one should talk to me.
All right, so chat. So apparently last night, Fresh and Fit had on a bunch of interested individuals, and they had on Tommy Sotomayor. If you don't know, he's like a guy who's just been known for being combative with a lot of, you know, I won't say just overall black women, but he usually goes to task for the black women who are single mothers and ratchets and this and third. But some of his lingo, you know, usually makes him really radioactive. You know what I mean? Like, you know, you know, and I respect what he does, but I'm gonna be honest with you. In the place I'm at in my career, I don't know if I could be with a unhinged, untamed motherfucker who's just randomly shouting out "fuck these black bitches" like that.
Unhinged, untamed motherfucker who's randomly shouting out "fuck these black bitches," cause that's what I did when I was on Dave Rubin's show. That's what I did on Fox. That's what I did on CBS.
No argument there. You have had interviews where you have kept really good character and said some really impressive things. That's why those people had you on their show. But on Fresh and Fit, like I said, we've seen you, you know, go ham on some people, and they just happen to be black. Part of it is because our women, let's be real, we don't know when to shut up. Sometimes we don't know when to quit. Even when people are telling us like, hey, you know, the argument is over, leave it alone. A lot of black women got to get the last word. And like with the clip I showed earlier, that woman got not only the last word, but she got the last swing. So I mean, most people would kind of agree like, yeah, well, you know, you can call her a bitch because she kind of was being a bitch and she was black. So is what it is.
That's what I did in my movie. That's what I did with D.L. Hughley. That's what I did with T.D. Jakes. Yep. I'm just untamed, unhinged, and randomly shout out, "fuck these bitches." Yep.
That's just not what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, now if you got a problem with one person or particular people, and, you know, which I think he's a great orator, but, you know, I think a lot of times what Tommy's thing is that like a lot of people just kind of look at it like he's a wild nigga. I get what he's talking about for the most part. He's advocating for men to be in the household. He's talking, like, I think he did some shit called Fatherless America. He doesn't, in my opinion, I don't think he hates women, but I do think that he feels that children that are born in a household just with single black women usually have issues, and the way he approaches that based on his experience and other factors makes it
right. I didn't even do it on Fresh and Fit. That woman had to come at me. Before that woman came at me, was I talking like that? No, as a matter of fact, what did our Marquette, the saint and the sinner, say? I was a simp. I wasn't going at these black women hard enough. I didn't do it anytime I was on their show. Didn't.
seem like he really dislikes him. Again, yeah, I know. I'm on Spotify, but I could have anybody on. I had Hassan Campbell on. Come on, I could have anybody on. But with Tommy, like me having a guest on.
So wait a minute. You had Hassan Campbell on your show, but you don't want Tommy? And Hassan isn't more unhinged than Tommy, this dude who like literally be having weapons and these huge arms that he looks like he could crack, people's necks with. Like, what? You think Tommy's more unhinged than Hassan Campbell? Like, that's interesting. Sometimes I think that there are some level of bias. This is a lot. I mean, he did not just really say that he had Hassan Campbell on, but he wouldn't have Tommy Sotomayor. Like, I don't. Okay.
I want to make it make sense. It's not about being inflammatory. It's not about shock jocking. It's not about just saying shit like "fuck these black bitches." Like, it's not about that. It's about like if you have an ideology, if you have like a thought, if you have something that we could structurally like discuss, cool. But I think sometimes his plight gets degraded by the fact that he's oftentimes like caught in these moments where people are going to characterize his whole shtick as, oh, that's the guy who just says fuck black women. Like, bro, there's no nuance to that. You know what I mean? I'm the guy who argues nuance constantly, but I don't know if he could switch it on and off, right? Because I don't think he dislikes black women. I think he has a stance against.
This fool said, I don't know if he can switch it on and off. What the fuck?
Families growing up in certain particular homes with certain particular women, and he's focusing on people who are black. Again, I don't know if I'm like maybe I'm politicizing it a little bit too much, but the reason why I wanted Charleston White, Hassan Campbell, I didn't get Hassan Campbell on my podcast that he could just say over and over, rock that snot box or whatever his phrase is. That's not what it is.
I got to sit here and have my life just destroyed by niggas I don't know. Have my name destroyed by niggas I don't know. And then somebody comes in here, well, I'm just going to say they're not far off. How the fuck are they not far off when you've seen me have several fucking conversations with several fucking people and it don't go that way at all? They're not far off. Name the majority of my conversations where I'm sitting up there saying, fuck black bitches to another person. Me and this person's having a discussion and I'm fuck black bitches, fuck black bitches, fuck black bitches.
I felt like he had a legit explanation to what he had going on, and I think that's what he was going to lay down and try to deliver to people, and I understand it. So that's why I had Charleston. Why am I blanking?
Hassan Campbell.
That's why I had Hassan on my podcast. Same with why I would have Charleston White. Again, with Tommy, if Tommy could, if you know what I mean. It's a certain way of putting it across.
It would not be me, man. That dude, Hassan Campbell, creeps me the freak out. I'm sorry. I've seen that guy like literally talking about how he's killed people and stuff. Like, I'd be terrified. It wouldn't be me. After everything that I have seen, after everything that you have seen, make sure you tell me what you think in the comment section. I have already said that I believe Tommy Sotomayor doesn't have ill intentions when it comes to his message. I think that he just has anger issues. Like, it's clear, it's evident. Whenever somebody says something to him that he doesn't necessarily like, he gets really, really mad and flies off the handle. You could be in the comment section and say something that he doesn't necessarily like. It may not even be like a bunch of cuss words or anything. If it's just anything that's derogatory towards Tommy, he's not going to like it. He's not going to hear it out. He's just going to go ham at you. But one thing that I have learned on YouTube, sometimes it doesn't matter what you do, what you say, you're always going to have naysayers. You're going to have people that will just sometimes pull up your videos, and just because of what you look like, they're going to be like, this is stupid. You know what I mean? Even though they didn't even watch, didn't complete the video, didn't read anything, didn't hit any links. They just judging you off what you look like. There's people like that in the world, Tommy. And I mean, you would think that by now, somebody your age who, I mean, I don't know how old Tommy is, if he might be in his late 40s, early 50s, something like that. You got to understand, not everybody is going to agree with you. And then you cannot succeed in life getting angry and cursing everybody out. You just can't, especially the higher you go up in life. When Biden gets made fun of, do you think he just goes around cussing people out? No, he sits down quietly like the good little robot he is. If you want certain things in life, you got to learn to keep your mouth closed. You got to learn not to cuss everybody out. You got to learn to just eat some of the stuff that, like how you tell other people they got to just eat what you say. Well, you got to learn to eat some stuff too. You can't just dish a whole bunch of thoughts out there and think that you're not going to get something back every now and again. That's just not how life works. Anyways, I think I'm done here. This video is quite long. I appreciate you so much if you have made it this far. Please leave me a blue heart. That just shows me that you were here, and I appreciate you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time.